Many applicants ask me how to contact UK Home Office for sponsor license after submitting the application or after getting the priority service and getting issues, or you have submitted documents and you have received an email that you need to submit more documents. So in this video, we will learn everything. Let's start with the first one. So the number one is for submission of new sponsor license applications, including initial supporting documents. Please contact sponsorship validation at homeoffice.gov.uk. I have put this email address in the description of this video as well. Next one is for submission of further supporting documents in response to a further information request. Please contact sponsorship pre-license further info at homeoffice.gov.uk. Let's suppose you have submitted your sponsor license application and you need to send them more documents, or they have requested more documents. In either way, you need to use this email address. So let's suppose you have submitted the application and you forgot something and you need to add more documents. Then this email address you will use. Okay. Watch this video. I have showed how you can submit the documents correctly. You need to make sure that you provide the correct submission sheet. You need to make sure that in the subject line, do it correctly. So this video is a complete guidance and it will explain you step by step. Next one is for inquiries relating to pre-license application, which you have already submitted. Please contact sponsor license replies at homeoffice.gov.uk. This is the correct email address. So for example, you have submitted your application and now you are not getting a decision, or you have submitted the application and now you need to change the address or anything related to that. This is the email address you will use. Further, the guidance says if you have been accepted for the priority service at the time of making a new application, please send the submission sheet and all supporting documents to this email address, sponsorship validations at homeoffice.gov.uk. Watch this video. I have showed how I have submitted the documents using the priority service of the sponsor license. And watch this video. I have showed how you can apply for priority service. I have explained that when I submitted the application, I submitted at night time, but in the morning I requested for the priority service and paid £500 extra. Further, this says please include the word priority service in the subject heading for your email, and then after that you write SPL, sponsor license, and then the number. Further, this says if you add priority service to your sponsor license application after you have submitted your submission sheet and supporting documents, a new submission sheet will still be generated. You do not need to send this additional submission sheet to us. So when you apply for the sponsor license, at that time you get a submission sheet. So let's suppose if you're submitting at night time and you're not getting the option for priority service, so you submit your application, you pay for your application, you will get the submission sheet. Ignore that sheet if you want. The best is when you will submit the priority service, then print that service and use that. Let me show you the example. So this is how the submission sheet looks like. So this is the submission sheet in a genuine case. So application is already submitted. Now we need to provide the submission sheet to the home office. So you will print this, you will tick all these documents and you will sign and date. In this submission sheet, there is a mistake, which is this one, HMRC statement of account. So SA means self-assessment, but in this case, there is no evidence of SA. So it's explained on the cover letter. Watch this video. I have explained how to write a successful cover letter. And then after that, you will submit, you will sign, and you will provide your date. It says over here, part 2. Your payment including priority services. So when you will submit first time, you won't get this, but obviously once you have paid the priority service, then you will get this updated one. The email address is the same, sponsor validation at homeoffice.gov.uk. This is where you will send the document. Make sure you provide all the documents, all the evidence, especially the HR screenshots. That's important. If you want a cheapest HR software, then you can use this one, UKVI HR, and this one will cost you only £3 per month. It's one of the cheapest in the market. It will do the job. Because for the sponsor license, they need the basic things, and if you have them, it will be fine. So this software can help you. If you wanted to go, scan this barcode which is showing in the video. You can scan this code and you can download this. Further, the guidance says, please note if you print of the old pre-license request form and send this in your application. We will not approve your application for the priority service. Let's understand what this sentence means. So they are talking about the old pre-license priority service request. Let's suppose you have applied the sponsor license before and you have that letter and you're using that letter because you paid the priority service before. Every time you have to pay for priority service. This service can only be accessed using the sponsor application account where the original sponsor license application was made. Further, it says if we require further information in support of your pre-license priority application, we will write you from. Now this is the email address. Why am I focusing on this email address? Because there are scams as well from homeoffice.gov.uk email. So I repeat the email address, pre-license priority service at homeoffice.gov.uk. You will get the email from this address. Under these circumstances, please respond to this request using the inbox rather than sponsorship pre-license further information inbox listed above. So earlier we discussed one email address. You don't need to use that email address, but you need to use this one, pre-license priority service at homeoffice.gov.uk. Further, the guidance says there is no right of appeal against the refusal of an application for a license. If you have applied before April 2016, if your license was sent after this date, you believe that we have made an administrative error, follow the error correction process as indicated. Watch this video. I have explained how to challenge a decision if the Home Office has done a mistake. For example, you provided the document but they never reviewed the document. You can submit error correction form to get the decision overturned. This is the complete guidance. Further, this says for inquiries relating to post-license priority service, please contact post-license priority service at homeoffice.gov.uk. I'll put this email address in the description of this video as well, so you know that this is the email address you have to use. Further, this says eligible post-license priority service requests that have successfully made payment will be considered within 5 working days. The 5-day period begins the day after payment or submission sheet has been received. So submission sheet is the important thing. You may not receive an outcome within the 5 working days if your request is complex. Usually whenever you submit a priority service request and if your company is new, you will get an email that your case is complex. Then they will send you an email that we will do the compliance interview. Further, this says for further information regarding priority service change of circumstances, please see the guidance. This is the guidance which they have explained. For inquiries relating to digital compliance audit, contact sponsorship digital compliance at homeoffice.gov.uk. For inquiries related to users' SMS password or other issues, please contact business help desk at homeoffice.gov.uk. For license renewals, sponsorship renewals at homeoffice.gov.uk. As per new rules, the sponsor license are valid for 10 years, so you don't need to worry about this renewal. Post license change of circumstances, queries or undefined COS allocation, please contact SCOC at homeoffice.gov.uk. Now, this is one of the most important thing whenever you apply for the post license priority service. So let's suppose you have requested for the undefined COS and you don't know when you will get it and you're waiting for the decision. This is the email address you will use. And if you wanted to apply priority COS allocation, watch this video. I've explained how you can pay £200 and you will get the request for the priority service. You will pay next day once you get selected. It's a complete guidance. The fees has gone up recently, so it's not 200 anymore. This is like they keep updating the fees as well. For defined COS queries, you will send an email defined COS at homeoffice.gov.uk. You need to understand they got team for every different department. It's not the case that one person sitting over there. There are different departments. So defined COS is when someone is coming from outside the UK. For inquiries relating to global business mobility, UK expansion worker visa, sponsored license, GBM replies at homeoffice.gov.uk. Watch this video. I've explained how you can apply UK expansion worker visa. I've also explained how you can apply sponsored license, then expansion worker visa, how to show UK footprints. It's a complete guide. It's a playlist in which I have created all these videos to guide you. I'm not a solicitor, I'm not a consultant, I'm just guiding you what gov.uk says. For scale up worker, please contact sponsor license scale up at homeoffice.gov.uk. So this is the email address. Further, as it says, our system will not accept any larger email than 25 MB. So if you sending an email of 25 MB, that will bounce back. So they have provided all the details in this. So I hope this video helped you.